Are we still allowed to? I haven't played for like 4 or 5 years.
Sure.
Are we still like when you give the category, like that little blurb of discussion, like, oh, I'm really good, or no, this is
There is not
is that here?
that
None of
is no
that.
longer
Okay.
applied to TPT. So it is straightforward through, and then you consult on steals. Um, in a future iteration, that might come back, but there would have to be some planning around multiple modes of communication that might get confusing as we go through. But all right, so we hit the top of the hour. If Toby joins, he is more than welcome to jump right in. We can pause for a second, make sure the buzzer works for him. Let's do a round of buzzer checks to make sure everybody's buzzer is working. One reminder, if you're using a mobile device for your buzzer and your phone goes to sleep, you may get logged out of the game. Just refresh the page and there should be a rejoin button right there. If you don't, come off mute and say, my buzzer's not working, and we'll pause down for a second to make sure you're ready to go. Sound good? Okay, so we're
I
going to
know
do
that
it.
we have everybody. I don't see everybody
Okay.
in the scoreboard.
So there's the scoreboard again, tpt.mykaplan.tv. And then the game code, as Kathleen shared there, is 946.
Okay, I think we have everyone.
All right, let's do a quick buzzer check. James. Thank you. Sam. You were just on Bold Leaders. Remind me of how to pronounce your name.
Deuce.
Caduce. Caduce. Could you do a buzzer check? Thank you. And your episode was awesome, by the way. Jody. Rosita. Adam. Okay, 1, 2. Hank, I'm not seeing you on the buzzer. There's Hank. All right, you're not showing up on the list, but your buzzer's working, so that means we're good to go. You're good. Don't worry. We're good. All right. So I will read each question twice. I'll read it the whole way through, read it a second time, then I'll count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If no one buzzes in, I'll tell you the answer. If you buzz in before I'm finished reading the question, that's where I stop. Right? So you buzz, I stop. If you don't get the whole context clue, you make a guess or you just say, sorry, I buzzed in too soon. Is everybody ready to start? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Fantastic. Okay. All right. All right, we are ready to go. We start with 3 points per question here in pub trivia. A criminal who has cooked the books has engaged in what kind of illegal behavior? Caduce.
Money laundering.
Money laundering, accounting fraud, all acceptable answers there. 3 points to Caduce and team. Free agent Armada against Keeping It Real Estate. Another good set of team names here. Though the team name yesterday, we're only here so we have an alibi, is probably my favorite thus far. All right, continuing on. On Saturday Night Live, David Spade popularized the catchphrase "bye-bye" in his role as a what? James. You have to unmute, please.
Flight attendant.
That is correct for 3 points. Moving on. In the film... Oh, here's Toby. He's joining. We'll hold for a pause here. Toby, welcome, welcome.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I just got off of one, so.
Yeah, work getting in the way of trivia. Always the way it happens.
Answer is Michelangelo.
Fantastic. You're incorrect, but welcome to the party. So, Toby, you'll see on your screen, on the chat, if you go to tpt.mykaplan.tv, so on a web browser or on your cell phone, web browser's fine on your computer or on your cell phone, whichever is more readily available to you. So, tpt, Thomas Peter Thomas, .mykaplan.tv.
And the game code is?
The game code is 946.
Yes.
And then you'll join your team. You'll put in your name.
Oh.
Click Keeping It Real Estate, then click Join.
Oh, got to select my team.
You do.
Select. All right, there we go.
Can you give me a test buzz, please, sir? There you go. So, Toby, 2 buzzes per set of 5 questions. I'll remind everyone of that as we go. We're already 2 questions into the first category of pub trivia.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. All set. I'm going to mute you for now, but you unmute when you answer. All right. Next question up. In the film Forrest Gump, Forrest tells President Kennedy, "I gotta pee," after drinking 15 bottles of what? Adam.
Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper is correct for 3 points. All right, up next. A crowd of people are running away from a bowl on the cover of the 2008 Foder's Guide to what country? Fodors. A crowd of people are... Hank?
Spain.
Spain is correct. Running of the bowls. All right, up next. On the Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King soundtrack, Renee Fleming sings in what language? On the Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King soundtrack, Renee Fleming sings in what? Toby. You have to unmute.
Elvish.
Elvish is acceptable. Sindarian is the exact Elvish, but Elvish is a correct answer. 3 points. I'm a Lord of the Rings
Thank you
nerd,
very much.
So, yeah.
No, wrong. It was Elvish, not Elvis. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, God. Picking up what you're putting down, Kathleen. All right. Up next, 3 points. This is a new set of 5, so everybody has a new set of buzzes. In the film $1 Million Baby, Maggie wears a robe labeled Mokushle, a saying in what language? In the film $1 Million Baby, Maggie wears a robe labeled Mokushle, a saying in what language? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's actually the inscription on the inside of my wedding ring, also. It is Gaelic.
I was going to say, it's not Elvish, is it?
No, I almost once got an Elvish tattoo. I'm very happy that I did not, to be quite honest. Drinks were had. Anyway, we continue on. 3 points. A cut of beef is said to be marbled if it is what? A cut of beef is said to be marbled if it is... James?
Fatty.
Fatty, flecked with fat. Fat is the answer. Yes. On to the next question. Just got to highlight something here for myself so I don't screw up later. Okay. Once believed to ward off evil spirits, a Greek wedding tradition involves the ceremonious smashing of what? Toby. Unmute, please, sir.
Champagne glass.
Champagne glass is incorrect. Minus 3 points. We pass it over to the red team. Free Agent Armada, you can now come off mute and discuss your potential answers. Once believed to ward off evil spirits, a Greek wedding tradition involves the ceremonious smashing of what?
Think of
I say,
from
I
my
have
big
nothing.
fat Greek wedding. It's like a dish, some type of ceramic thing. I'm not sure. I don't remember very well.
Like I know in a couple of other cultures, yeah, smash various things, but I'm inclined to cut our losses and just
Yeah.
That's
Let's
You're going to pass.
Yeah.
Plates is the correct answer. I don't know if anyone's been watching The Great series on Hulu that just came out. It's about Catherine the Great. They smash a lot of glasses and yell huzzah a lot. It's a very funny show if you haven't started watching it yet. All right, next set of 5. In the full name of the military alliance NATO, the T stands for what? James.
treaty.
Treaty is correct for 3 points. A Darwinist is, by definition, a believer of what concept? Adam?
Evolution?
Evolution is correct for 3 points. Once dubbed the notorious BAG by the media, Brian Austin Green starred in what 90s teen drama? Hank?
Beverly Hills 90210.
That is correct. 2 more to go. In the historical term VJ Day, the J stands for the name of a what? James?
Japan.
Japan is incorrect. I'm going to pass it over to keeping it real estate for a potential steal here. I'm going to finish the question. In the historical term VJ Day, the J stands for the name of a what?
Teams, that's
country, yeah.
We'll say a country.
A country is a final answer. James, you were like a half second off me finishing that sentence. But yes, a country. Japan is the correct country, as it were. All right. Last question here in...
Wait, was that, so did they get 3 points?
Yes. They did. So 15-9. Good match thus far. All right. A device some people fear will accidentally create a black hole, the Large Hadron Collider. Toby?
I was gonna say Collider, but I would say Switzerland.
Switzerland is not the answer. I appreciate it, though. Minus 3 points. Passing it over to free agent Armada. I'll read it one more time. A device some people fear will accidentally create a black hole. The Large Hadron, Hadron, Collider is a what?
What do you think we go with? Particle
Particle
accelerator?
accelerator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particle accelerator?
Yeah.
That is
final
the
answer.
correct answer for 3 points.
May I
Particle
have
accelerator.
point of order?
Yes,
Is the score supposed to be showing up for me here?
it should.
You can refresh and rejoin the game if it's not showing up for you because you're
Yeah.
also not showing up on the scoreboard,
so if
but
you
you're buzzing.
This is universal sign for refresh now, right? If I just keep doing this. Refresh your browser and
And hit rejoin game.
it should ask you for the cookie. Yep. And now we see you on there. Fantastic. All right, so now we go to Jeopardy. We're going to do 3 categories in Jeopardy. I'm going to give you the name of the category and then the clues. I'll try to remind you of the category each time. Reminder, as you saw last round, if I mispronounce something or feel like I'm mispronouncing it, I will spell it. Feel free to make fun of me, as Kathleen will anyway, for mispronouncing things. But we start with body part AKAs. Body part AKAs. Okay, we start for 1 point. Again, 2 buzzes per this set of 5. Body part AKAs for 1 point. Womb. Womb. Jody.
Uterus.
That is correct for 1 point. Body part AKAs for 2 points. Voice box. Voice box. James.
The larynx?
The larynx is correct. Body part AKAs for 3 points. The carpus. The carpus. Jody.
Skin.
That is incorrect. Minus 3 points. Pass it over to keeping it real estate for a potential steal of 3 points here. You can discuss the carpus.
Passing it to free agent Armada.
Oh, sorry. Free agent Armada.
I don't know.
I don't know this one.
Just know the term metacarpal, but I don't know what it
I was
was.
gonna say carpus or like mouth, teeth, but it's like I think I might have to send my physiology degree back. 'Cause I
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
don't know the answer either.
I
let's
think we
just
should pass.
pass.
Gonna pass. You're on the right track with metacarpal, the wrist. So all part of this same region of the body. All right, we need to go to a surprise substitution because this is a visual clue. A surprise substitution is when we can't use the clue from Jeopardy. I will go to a different Jeopardy category, read the same value question. So we go over to MLB single season records. MLB single season records. Boston ace Dutch Leonard ended the 1914 season with a microscopic .96 one of these. Boston Adam.
ERA.
ERA is correct. Well done for 4 points. And our final one here, body part AKAs. Pollux. Pollux. P-O-L-L. James?
The thumb?
The thumb is correct. Do you bite my pollux? Do you bite your pollux at me, sir? It does not have the same feeling to it as other Shakespeare lines. So, sorry. Snopes says nope. Snopes says nope. There is a clue here from Jeopardy. There are a lot of urban legends and tall stories that are going to be debunked by the fact-checking website Snopes.com. So Snopes says nope. For 1 point. A NASA astronaut did not carry a big bag of marijuana up to this in 2012. A NASA astronaut did not carry a big bag of marijuana up to this in 2012. Adam.
Space station.
A little bit more?
Was that Mir?
Yeah, you actually got the full name. International Space Station. Mir was the original name when launched. Well done. Snope says nope. Snopes says nope. A U.S. tourist in Saudi Arabia was not arrested for refusing to sell his wife for 45 of these animals. A U.S. tourist in Saudi Arabia was not arrested for refusing to sell his wife for 45 of these animals. 5, 4, Adam?
Say camels.
Camels is correct for 2 points. You are now out of this category with 2 buzzes. Snopes says nope. An episode of The Simpsons did not predict the April 2019 fire here in Paris. An episode of The Simpsons, Sam.
Notre Dame.
That is correct. For 3 points. Snopes says, I can't wait for this category to be over so I don't have to say that again. Snopes says nope for 4 points. This Mexican-style fast food chain, Cinnamon Twists, are not made from deep-fried rotoni. This Mexican-style fast food chain's... Rosita.
Taco Bell?
Say that again?
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell is correct for 4 points. That would be pretty tasty, though, if they were. Snopes says nope. 5 points. This House Speaker did not use $15,000 worth of pens to sign impeachment articles against Donald Trump. Sam.
Pelosi.
Pelosi is correct. All right, final set of clues here in Jeopardy. 5 to go. Silent C. The letter C is in quotation marks. Silent C. The letter C is in quotation marks. All right. For 1 point. An elephant's trunk contains roughly 40,000 of these, more than you have in your whole body. An elephant's trunk contains roughly 40,000 of these, more than you have in your... Sam.
Muscles.
Muscles is correct for 1 point. Silent C. Someone guessed what are follicles on Jeopardy, and I don't think they know what silent means exactly. But Silent C. I can make fun of Jeopardy contestants from here because I'm so much more learned than they are. Silent C for 2 points. A song from Annie Get Your Gun says, got no mansion, got no this boat. Still, I'm happy with what I've got. James?
A yacht.
A yacht is correct. Yacht is correct. For 3 points. Title for a Russian empress, like Nicholas II's Sam.
Tsarina.
That is correct. For 3 points, you are now out of this category. Silent C, 4 points. A moral compass. A moral compass. 5, 4, 3. Toby. I can see you're mouthing the right word. I know you got it.
Conscience.
Conscience. Conscience is correct. For 4 points. Conscience is how I used to remember how to spell that. Still doesn't work because I still spell it wrong. Silent C, 5 points. The Latin for to declare is the origin of this legal term for a formal accusation. The Latin for to declare is the origin, James.
An indictment.
Indictment or indict would have been the correct answer here. Yep, that's good for 5 points. All right, we go back to our pub trivia. Let's do that. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay, excellent. Here we go. First set of 5. In the holiday classic, The 12 Days of Christmas, which of the gifts does the singer receive on the 6th day? In the holiday classic, The 12 Days of Christmas... Adam.
Geesalang?
That is correct. I love seeing everyone's brain start to try to sing it really fast. I wouldn't have gotten there. The only one I remember is 5 Gold Rings, because there's the Muppets version where Miss Piggy sings it really exactly right. By the way, let's take a minute here. I forgot, as we go into the second round, let's do a quick round robin of who everyone is, because I know people are meeting each other for the first time. So I'll start. Dan Stratford, Senior Manager, Corporate Communications. Kathleen?
Kathleen, Senior Manager, Communications. Work with Dan.
You see a trend there. Rosita, do you want to tell us where you work next?
Yep. Associate Product Manager for the Real Estate Exam Prep.
Hank?
I'm a GMAT GRE teacher.
Excellent. Jody?
I'm a content manager on the real estate team.
James?
I teach MCAT, LSAT, GRE.
Adam?
I'm a content producer on the real estate team.
Excellent. Caduce?
I'm a director of corporate development in Compton Inc.
Sam?
Product manager at Manhattan Prep.
And Toby?
I'm executive director for real estate.
Fantastic. So we have our first one down. We're trying to make people actually meet each other while doing this as well, not just ships passing in the night. Credit to Erin Fox, who's probably watching and wants credit for this. It was her idea. So credit to Erin. Well done. Good job. All right, continuing on here. Up next. A dish usually consisting of marinated meat, poultry, or fish, satay, was originally popularized in what part of the world? There's an extra comma here, which threw me off. A dish usually consisting of marinated meat, poultry, or fish, satay, was originally popularized in what part of the world? And satay is S-A-T-A-Y. 5. Hank.
Asia.
Asia is acceptable. Southeast Asia also acceptable for this answer. Next up for 6 points. Once featured on a TV infomercial, the Flowbee is a hair cutting device that works with what household appliance? Jody.
Vacuum.
Vacuum is correct. In the holiday film A Christmas Story, the Parkers dine on what dish after the... Toby? You're still muted. I can see you're mouthing the words correct.
Duck.
Duck is correct. Peking duck is
I
correct.
went on mute. I'm sorry. I
No, no
clicked it
worries.
4 times. Okay.
All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. One more in this set. A disorder where objects appear shrunken. Lilliputian hallucinations derives its name from what novel? Hank?
Gulliver's Travels.
That is correct for 6 points. We go on next to our next set of 5. All right. Once ranked #1 for a record 237 weeks, tennis great Roger Federer hails from what country? James.
Switzerland.
Switzerland is correct, Toby. I saw your reaction. Very, very good. All right, moving on. Next question. In the holiday song, 12 Days of Christmas, sense the theme here, how many gifts are received on the 12th day? In the holiday song, the 12 Days of Christmas, how many gifts are received on the 12th day? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I do have to admit, it feels like a GMAT or GRE type question in there. 78. 78 gifts are received on the 12th day of Christmas. All right, up next. A doe-eyed bad seed named Damien is the main character in what classic horror? Hank?
The Omen.
The Omen is correct. Watched that when I was like 12 and we'll never turn it back on. Continuing on. Okay. A duvet cover is usually used to cover what? Toby.
Comforter.
That is correct for 6 points. Last question here in pub trivia, then we go to Double Jeopardy. It's 68-43. Very much still anybody's game. In the horror flick A Nightmare on Elm Street, a frightened teen warns, whatever you do, don't do what? Toby.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep is correct. Don't fall asleep. Don't go to sleep. Well done. We move
Did our
back.
Dream. So,
We go back to Jeopardy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points now. As we go through the categories, again, if I need to surprise substitute, I'll just go to a same value from a different category. We go with DJ Jazzy. DJ, comma, Jazzy. The letters DJ. DJ, comma, Jazzy. Starting for 2 points. Horace Silver's tune about LA DJ Chuck Niles isn't the hippest guy in Hollywood. It uses this three-letter jazz word for guy. Horace Silver's tune about... Jody?
Cat.
Cat is correct for 2 points. DJ, Jazzy, 4 points. Musicians Dave Koz and Brian McKnight DJ'd for LA's KTWV in the format called This Kind of Jazz, nice and mellow. Musicians, Hank?
Smooth.
Smooth Jazz is correct for 4 points. DJ Jazzy? Still going strong, the Jazz Festival of this bay and aquarium city in California was founded in 1958. Adam?
Monterey.
Monterey is correct. Amazing aquarium I got to go to many, many years ago. It just keeps going. Like, you think it's supposed to stop. DJ Jazzy, 8 points. The 1930s was this era, named for the rhythm of the big bands. Also a word in the title of... Jody.
Swing.
The swing era is correct. That's your second buzz in this category. Last clue you're out for. Before DJing, Phil Shapp was babysat by this bandleader's drummer, Joe Jones, and later managed the Countsmen, made up of his alumni. Before Adam?
Count Basie.
That is correct for 10 points. Well done.
And keeping it real estate is in the lead.
70. Wow, they take the lead. Thank you, Kathleen. 75-72. We have ourselves a ball game. The French Prince. DJ Jazzy, the French Prince. You see how they're... Yeah. Jeopardy's about as corny as I am, which is pretty impressive. The French Prince for 2 points. Jean de France, who controlled much of France during his protracted war, was born in 1340, shortly after its start. Jean de France. Adam.
100 Years' War.
That is correct for 2 points. The French Prince. Because of his father's frequent bouts of insanity, in 1418, 15-year-old Charles VII declared himself one of these royal stand-ins. Because of his father's frequent... Adam?
The Holy Roman Emperor.
That is incorrect, minus 4 points. The French Prince. This goes over to keeping it real estate, correct, for the potential steal.
No, goes to free.
Oh, sorry. Free agent Armada. I need to get Ermin to fix this buzzer so they actually line up with who the teams are. Over to free agent Armada. Here we go. Because of his father's frequent bouts of insanity, in 1418, 15-year-old Charles VII declared himself one of these royal stand-ins. You can come off mute and discuss.
Regent would
Yeah, I was
be my
gonna say,
guess.
Regent was the way I was leaning. We want
That
to give it a
sounds good to
shot?
me. Yeah, I think so.
Regent?
Regent is the correct answer. 8-point swing there. The Fresh Prince. The French Prince. I get it wrong. The French Prince. The French Prince. In 1715, at the age of 5, Louis the Well-Beloved became King Louis of this number. In 1715, at the age of 5, Louis the Well-Beloved became King Louis of this number. 5. Hank?
Louis the 15th.
That is correct for 6 points. I had to quickly do the mental math because they put XV here, so I was like, all right, Roman numerals, let's remember what these are. The French Prince. The French Prince. The title Prince of Conti, C-O-N-T-I, was born by sons of this royal house that ruled France from 1589 to 1830, mostly. The title of Prince of Conti, C-O-N-T-I, was born by sons of this royal house that ruled France from 1589 to 1830, mostly. 5. Hank?
The Bourbons.
That is correct for 8 points. You are now out of this category from here. The future Charles V was the first heir apparent to French crown to bear this title. The future Charles V, Charles V, was the first heir apparent to the French crown to bear this title. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hank, do you have any guess on that one? No? Dauphin? Dauphin, D-A-U-P-H-I.
Dauphin.
Dauphin, thank you. You see my accents are works in progress as well. All right. How now double vowel. How now double vowel. Ready? Final category. Very much an open game here. Also remember, point differential matters as we move forward. So we want to keep this close. How now double vowel. To win every game in a playoff series. To win every... Sam.
Sweep.
To sweep is correct. How now double vowel for 4 points. Plant-related word meaning to tear away violently from a native... Adam.
Unroot.
Say again.
Unroot.
Unroot is incorrect. Minus 4 points there. Pass it over to free agent Armada for a potential steal. How now double vowel. Plant-related word meaning to tear away violently from a native environment.
Uproot.
I think.
Uproot. I think it's uproot.
Yeah.
Uproot sounds good. Yeah.
We'll go with uproot.
That is correct. Uproot rather than unroot. How now double vowel. And if you have complaints or concerns, Adam, Kathleen's your woman to reach out to. She's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the TPT hotline. I will get you that phone number momentarily. Her cell phone's in my phone, so I just have to look it up. Moving on. How now double vowel for 6 points. What a plane is doing moving down a runway preparing for takeoff. What a plane... Jody.
Taxiing.
Taxiing is correct. Well enunciated. How now double vowel, 8 points. Also called the Taal, T-A-A-L. This language is much like Dutch. Also called the Taal, T-A-A-L. This language is... James.
Afrikaans.
Afrikaans is correct for 8 points. How now double vowel for 10 points. If the Gettysburg Address had been given in 1843, this would have been the first word. If the Gettysburg Address had been given in... Adam.
3.
A little bit more.
3 score.
3 score is the correct answer for 10 points. 104 to 85, our final score. A great first match for both teams here. Remember, you get 3 more matches in the regular season. Point differential does matter, so keeping it close matters as well. Great job done by everybody. Congrats to free agent Armada. We're back next week on Tuesday with new matches of TPT.